Hello everybody, welcome to Shrewsbury in Money. So Shrewsbury in Money. So a Shrewsbury career mode with financial takeover. So I have a lot more money to spend because usually you don't have anything at all. Now I do end up spending most of this money on my scouts because actually not a lot of players want to join a Empire League 1 team, so that I get that. I wouldn't join Shrewsbury if I was a young player that is like has the potential to become really good, so I get that, but still it was kind of meh for me. I fast forward all this kind of setting it up, and so start a new career with Shrewsbury, and we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna start off by just adding a lot of players to my short list. A lot of players that are just have high potential and are young. Most of these players I don't even end up buying, as I said. So don't think that all the players that enter my short list I actually buy, because I don't. I just don't. So Benzia, I guess you guys know him. Sanani is from Heerenveen, very high potential, great left winger. He can also play right wing though, which is good. But he recently joined the team, so I won't be able to sign him. Piazon, always a good player, you know, really high potential. Adrian actually gets crazy high, really fast. 17 years old. It's ridiculous. So Victor Fischer from Ajax, I think a lot of people know him as well. Here we have Guano, great defender, but he also recently joined the club. I do add him to my short list though. I actually have such a hard time buying defenders. It's ridiculous, dude. Like, most of the defenders that I really like, they either recently joined the team or they just absolutely do not want to come at all. Liali, I think, great goalkeeper. Delena, great center midfielder. He's a fucking beast, dude. And here we're gonna check out Niang. I didn't know how to spell his name, so I just looked him up at AC Milan. 17-year-old. 17-year-old is so crazy. And now we're gonna take a look at Cuenca. Kind of a new talent from Barcelona. 21 years old, so he's already pretty old though. But you know, it doesn't really matter. I mean, 21 years old, it's not old. So he's but the problem with this, not a problem, but the thing that's it with the kind of the older guys, so like 21, and then that still have the potential to grow a lot. They're pretty expensive. Like Cuenca's 6 million, which is not super expensive, but you know, as you can see, I spend way too much on scouts. I'm kind of meh about that. I didn't want to put so much money on scouts, but you know, if I look at it after the transfer season, I'm kind of happy I did though, because not a lot of players actually want to come to Shrewsbury because right now it's crap. Right now my team is crap. If I end up getting to like the BPL or something, I think players are much more likely to actually join the team. So I still have 26 million left, and I signed another 9 million scout. I don't know why, but I do. And in the end, I think it's gonna go okay. So my season objective that the board gave me is like end mid-season, and finish like get to like the last 32 of the Capital One Cup. To be honest, I want to win the Capital One Cup, and I want to win the Empire League 1. I think I'm in. Yeah, I'm in Empire League 1. And I want to get to Empire Champ, and hopefully go straight to BPL. But I don't think I'll be there straight away. I think I'm going to spend like 2 years or more in Empire Champ, and then get to BPL, because it's going to be tough in BPL. And I'm going to have a lot of young players, so I want the players to be just slightly developed, and not like, if you get like a team of 18-year-old players in the BPL, you're just gonna get owned. You're gonna get just beat up, literally. I mean, if you're gonna play against Suarez with an 18-year-old, he's just gonna eat you, man. Like, that's the joke. I hope there's not any Liverpool fans, but I don't know if you're a Liverpool fan, do you actually like Suarez? Because he's just horrible, man. He does score a lot, so I guess you do like Suarez, but you know, I don't know. Kind of things like when you buy players. Although he did get really like, I don't know what player he bit, but you know that guy just really hang on to him. He was like almost hugging him. He got him like, you know, the player that Suarez bit. He got Suarez like, you know, almost like he hugged him completely, and Suarez was like, no, I'm not into that, and then he bit him. I think that's the story, but you know, in the end Suarez did bit him, so that's kind of, you know, you don't do that. You don't really do that, do you? So yeah. Obviously, I don't know, the gameplay is kind of like, it tells a story itself. I don't really have to talk over this currently. I'm gonna soon approach a lot of players. A lot. So here I'm gonna take a look at what players I really need, and I end up trying to go for Benzia because, you know, he's just a great player with high potential, just a really high potential. So he plays for a very prestigious club, but he's not a key member. So we're gonna have, they say I have to sign, I think like from 1 million to 1.4 million. I just decide to go with his value because usually the thing that like your advisor gives, you know, the budget that he, or the price that he advises is usually way too high. You can usually get it for a lot less than that. And I also end up going for Lucas Pizon, pretty great winger. You can also play him as a cam or a center forward. But I'm going to play him as a winger probably because I'm playing a 3-4-3 diamond, which is a pretty good formation for career mode, I think, because you have that center defender midfielder, and you have like the, you know, it's great at both attacking and defending, although you only have 3 defenders, but you have that center defending midfielder. So it's a pretty good formation, and I hope I can score a lot of goals with it, because that's kind of the problem with like the low league teams, is that your strikers are usually really crap, so you can't really score any goals. But that's why I'm gonna try to sign Benzia though, because you know, he's pretty good. So Tanani doesn't want to, probably I don't end up trying to go for Tanani because he recently joined the club. Fischer, I also end up not going for him because he can only play as left winger, and I also have Pizon there, and you can, if you tell them like you're gonna be an important first team player, they're not gonna accept that because they want to have a better role at a team like this. I do go for Tony Felena to just get a better midfield. I end up going with 1.9 million, and I think they actually accept that, so we're gonna have to see that. Tony Felena, age 17, already a amazing player in the Eredivisie for Feyenoord, but I'm gonna try to sign him. So, and this is Stefano Denzel. It's horrible. I went so high for this guy, not with my initial like buy transfer sum, but you know, after that it goes insane. I get up to incredible heights. Alex actually accepts. Sorry if that made any mic noises. I'm not using my good mic, actually. I'm using my headphone mic, so I don't know if this quality is any good, but I hope it is. You know, it does the job. Okay. So right now we're gonna try to just get as many offers out there and see who we can sign, and this goes on for a quite a long time. So I think I'm just gonna fast forward the rest of this and then see who we actually sign in the end. So yeah, I'll do it right now. Be right back, guys. So right now I'm fast forwarding a lot of the negotiating with other clubs about players, and that's what happened. You know, eventually Tana Felena wants to come, which is really awesome, and Denzel does not want to come, but yeah, he does not want to come. All right, Ajax accepted the thing, so Velena is not in my team yet, but Feyenoord actually accepted it. Chelsea accept as well, so I can now try to get, you know, on the contracts. And this is where it gets really messy, and I have to get way too high with my contracts. It's pretty ridiculous. But in the end, I do end up signing Vilena and Piazon as well as Benzia, so that's pretty good. I don't get any defenders though. I really go incredibly high for Denswell from Ajax, but he just does not want to come. I bid like 9,000 per week eventually, and he just still does not want to come. I don't know why, but yeah, probably again because he's now playing at Ajax, which is an amazing team, and Shrewsbury is not. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I do sign Benzia from Olympique Lyon, Lucas Piazon from Chelsea, and Vilena from Feyenoord. So my team is actually a lot stronger with these three already. So now Denzel rejects another contract, and we're gonna have a match coming up. So we're gonna sim that anyways. So don't really worry about the matches, the preseason matches. I sim them all, and I do terrible because simming with a young team or just a crappy team is not going to go well for you. So unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So here we sign. I think we signed Vilena, and I'm still in the race for Piazon. So it takes a while, you know. It takes a while to get players like this from the big clubs to your team. It takes a little while, but eventually if you pay enough money, they will come most of the time. So I get Piazon. I think this is gonna be the final wage, which is like 6,500. Pretty ridiculous if you ask me, but you know, that's just how it goes. So here we have a match, almost a match. As you can see, we're now at 7.5 thousand on Denswell per week. And this is gonna be like, I'm just like screwing around with the squad, and I try a 3-5-2 formation with, I believe I'm gonna put Vilena as a center attacking midfielder, because he's a center midfielder, but he can play CDM or CAM or center attacking midfield because he has 2 high work rates, which is unbelievable and just absolutely amazing because you can pretty much play him everywhere you want. So here we are going against Blackpool. I sim it, I lose 1-2, unfortunately, but you know, preseason matches really don't matter at all. So I get Benzia and I put him in my team straight away. I'm rocking the 3-5-2 formation currently, but I won't be doing that through the entire thing. I'm eventually gonna switch to a 3-4-3 diamond setup, and I just try to screw around with the players that I still, you know, that I had in the team already, which most of them are just crap. And yeah, I'm sorry, but really most of the players are crap and have really low potential and all that. So right now I'm gonna offer Denswell from Ajax an incredibly high amount of money. I'm actually gonna go up to 9 million. So I mean 9,000. So crucial first team player for 4 years. Please, why wouldn't you accept that? I have no idea. I do, but you know. Anyways, we are now moving on, and we have another preseason match coming up. So we're gonna simulate that match and see how that goes. Dynamo versus Shrewsbury. Yeah, I know you guys are just so excited for this. Wow. We lose this one 3-1. Anyways, wow, I'm sorry for that. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to my first report from my scouts, because they're crazy expensive. So I want to get some money out of that. Give me my money, man. Just give me something back for that crazy money that I paid for you. Please do that. I do think that the scouts will get me some great players, though. It's just, if you just pay a lot for these scouts, they will eventually get you good players. That's just the way it is. that's how scouts work. So in FIFA 14, I think the scouts are gonna be are gonna play a bigger role in career mode. Which I'm looking forward to FIFA 14 career mode, because they kind of like rebooted it. Because the career mode has been the same for a long time now, and I want to have like, they keep making like small changes to certain game modes every year, and this year it's gonna be career mode. So it's not really small changes, because it's like a seriously pretty big change, and they're gonna just, the menu is gonna completely change, and it's gonna be faster and all that. Hopefully they're not lying and it's actually gonna be faster, because you know, a lot of the times it's not gonna be the same way that they, you know, it's not, usually they just lie a little bit about things to make it look a lot better so people actually buy their game. So here we have another match, decide to sim it, and so far we had a pretty terrible preseason thing going on. But hey, let's see what's gonna happen now. So what's gonna happen? Are gonna win. So Wright scores a goal. Wright, I think he's like literally he's like 30 or something, but he's still just a good left midfielder. I think I'm playing him as a left midfielder. And here, their guy makes a goal. So it's now 1-0, and we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. Who's gonna get the goal? Nobody. So we end up 1-1, and as I said, I don't give a crap about preseason matches. It's all about the big games, you know, the actual Capital One Cup and the Empower League games. And obviously I'm gonna play those, but you know, wow. Can I please talk normally? Thank you. This is the first episode, so I couldn't really sign any defender, so I try to go for somebody, but it just didn't work out that way. I don't get any defenders. So yeah, this was the episode 1 of Shrews Buried in Money. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you are ready for episode 2, in which we're gonna play 2 important games. Please like the video, subscribe if you wanna follow the series more easily, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.